On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. Complete to start this drive. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. He just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of it.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's going up top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here's the give off the left side. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. And back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC. So this one will be interesting.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Quickly complete. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They knock him down, and what a disastrous play for this offense. A loss of 10.
Man, when you get opportunities down on the 1-yard line, you've got to capitalize. You cannot allow negative plays like that, though, David.
I think offenses want to be balanced and be able to take advantage of things, but, man, just be the more physical team, pound it downhill, and get a touchdown.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Out of the shotgun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This one's complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Washington 7, LSU 0.
They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. The give to the tailback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Dialing up a second down pass play. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Quick pass on the fly motion. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
That completion leaves us with second and medium. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy.
And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly complete. Turns it on in midfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Fires left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Off play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Using his legs, it's Washington. He's there to make the stop.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Booker. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Washington.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Back to pass, it's Wilkins. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Across the 25, he's got room. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking everything.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Tigers! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Fair catch, called for and made. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
A big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy, and we heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially, and the ball slipped out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that, flying up, making the big play.
Open runway ahead. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on hats. They made that easy.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I think
touchdown, Huskies! And that one will put them up here in the second half. PAT unit on the field.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, We needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That punt was a bit rushed, and it showed with a short kick. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He's going to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Armstrong. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
LSU 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll run the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Now on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Forced out of the pocket. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away.
And And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Tigers in the hurry-up.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
2nd down after that incompletion. Quarterback will audible. The back goes in motion. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
Washington 28, LSU 21.
Back at it to open the quarter with this 1st down play. To the ground, he's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Buys a little time. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Into the house. Touchdown LSU!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point ties the game in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the tight end. And it's on the ground. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. The Huskies want to move quickly. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on the line, it's really nice to have that.
Touch pass on the run. Shakes off the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. The snap sets up the throw. Gets it out quickly. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. This crowd knows when to bring it. They keep attacking through the air. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Pass to 45. Can anyone catch him?
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. And a second kneel down as they drain the clock, and the field goal kicker will come on with a chance to win it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Bounced off his feet. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his man. It's Fung. Stopped after making the catch. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to fire on second down. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle. It's O'Brien. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Really trying to make that tempo work here to get a little bit closer for the kicker. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They're definitely in range for the tying field goal, but still trying to get to the line quickly. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They're already in field goal range. They've got time to take some shots. Need to be urgent, but don't rush. Getting some heat. He's going to run it. Got enough space. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Quarterback moving. Touchdown, Huskies! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Leaves it with the back. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Scanning the field, it's Wilkins. He's taking the deep shot. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, LSU! And they've got the lead in the final minute. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead.